Hi, Aki here from Evolved Computers. Today we're going to start building the case that we've made a review about. It's the Phanteks P500A. Here is some of the parts that we're going to put inside of the computer. We have Gigabyte RTX 3080 graphics card, which will be water cooled. We're going to do that. Then we're going to use B550 Aorus Pro AC motherboard from Gigabyte. XPG SPECTRIX D60G RAM. It's 16 gigs per RAM slot, and so it's 32 total. AMD Ryzen 7 5800X. Of course, Samsung EVOS, Gigabyte power supply. Want to come a journey with us? Keep watching. Welcome back. So, like I said, some of the parts are here. A lot of the parts that gonna go on the computer are behind me. What exactly we're gonna use, I'm gonna show you when we are that time. It's probably gonna be a long series. Probably 4 or 5 videos even, because there's a lot of things we're gonna do with this computer. So first we start always with the motherboard. We're gonna try to put a lot of things together on the table first, and then install it into the case, because then it's easier. It's just, you know, like more convenient a little bit. Let me see what it comes with quickly. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Trying to involve you guys as much as possible. So first we're gonna install the Ryzen 7 5800X processor. It's hard to get them right now when this video was taped. Maybe by now, you know, like depending when do you watch the video, maybe they're more available, but it was hard even for us to get these. So with AMD, it's so easy to install it. So you just open this little lever in here all the way up and take out that processor really carefully. And then you align. There's one corner on the bottom corner here, which you need to align with the other corner that doesn't have pins. When you align it properly up, you just, when it goes in without any like pushing or anything, and you feel like it's all there, you just put this lever back, close it, installed, done. Processor is already in. Let me put this box away. Yeah, you guys can see Grogu is watching me, what we're doing. So now we're gonna install the RAM. So always consult your motherboard manual, where depending on how many sticks of RAM you have, where you need to put them. It always says in the manual. So like there's always a pictures on the manual how the RAMs go and everything. So first look that quickly, and then you can install them. Usually a rule of thumb is where the 24-pin connection for the motherboard is. You start from the first one there, then you skip one, and then you add one after it if you have 2 sticks. If you have 1 stick, then you gotta look, you know, like on your manual, or if it's 4, you know, like, and they're all the same sticks, then you just fill all of them. It's really simple. It's there is nothing complicated about it. You just need to be sure that you put them in correct way. Don't force anything. They all line up perfectly. So you just need to see which side is shorter, which side is longer. There is a little gap in between, and there is a gap also on your motherboard. So you put just them in the inside and gently tuck until both of the sides click in by itself. And same with the other RAM. So now RAM is installed. You can put this away. All good. Also, what you usually should do is when you like building a computer and you're gonna use M.2 drive, then you should put it already inside when it's on the table. It's way easier for you. Let me grab a screwdriver quickly and let me do it. Be careful, there's M.2, exactly what I just told you. Be careful, because these M.2 screws are tiny, and that's the thing, you know, like if you do it inside, it's possible to do it inside of the computer, but if you have it already installed and everything else, you know, like, and then you're trying to install the M.2 drive, this little piece of doo-doo can, you know, like fly anywhere. So open this box up, take the M.2 drive. It's simple to install again, same as with RAM. We need to be sure that it's correct way and be gentle about it, because there's like, it can be broken. You need to see there's another screw here. If you guys see right here, you need to remove that first. That's the connector for the M.2 drive that holds it down. This one is just a heat shield. You need to take the tape off from here and then put it on top of it. And this is another tiny little screw. So it's really, really bad if they get, you know, like lost inside your computer. So what you do is just put the M.2 drive into socket. Take your little tiny screw. Be gentle about it. Push the M.2 drive down a little bit. Close the screw without messing up the threads. Good. Then you remove this piece from here and install back the heat shrink, and then install the other tiny little screw, which again, see, that's why we can't have nice things. I need to use my magnetic tips. That would be better. Okay, so I got it in. So motherboard is basically ready. Like, there's still some things that need to go in here, but most of the stuff, you know, like that goes on the motherboard is already in here. We might install the water cooler socket. So let me see, where's my socket? Coming back to the build, I did a little mistake already, but mistakes always happen, but it's not like a mistake, but something that you could have done a little bit before. Because we're using Corsair X7 RGB cooler, which will be water cooled. We need to install a different backplate for it. So what you need to do is take the original backplate off. You have 4 screws in here for Ryzen, for Intel and stuff. There's other things in here. So open those 4 screws. Put it aside and put it in this way. So other one also. This is the original AMD style connector, which is also good, but a lot of aftermarket companies doing their own version of these. So what you do, take those off, and the backplate just basically stays. So what you do everything opposite. Backplate goes in here like this. You see, you line up the holes where it should go. So when the holes are lined up, you can either put it on the ground, or you can still hold it. And then it comes with these little studs, which you need to put a nylon washer underneath. Let me try to figure it out how I can do it all in one hand quickly. Okay, nylon washer underneath. Just put it on here, and then slowly screwing. Don't screw it all the way, because you probably need to adjust it for the other ones. Let me get this. Let me grab another one. Put it the other diagonal so it lines up the other 2 holes, which makes your life way easier. And main thing in building computers is do not use force. Like, the moment you need to start using force, you're doing something wrong. At least that's my experience. And if somebody has, you know, like, says something else, you know, like, or has any other like views. You can always leave me a comment what you're thinking of that. But I suggest, you know, like not to use force at all, because if things don't go, if things don't line up, or like usually you need to use force when it's something is not proper. So the tolerances on computer build are pretty okay, nothing crazy. So if you can, do not use force. Makes your life easier. So let me get all of these 4 in here now. Okay, so they're all on here. So now I can take the top part off and then just, you know, like put them in properly. So, oh, another. There are nylon washers in here, so don't lose things. Put them aside like properly. So these are the top caps for it, where the cooler goes on this side. Let me take this top cap off also. Okay, need to be sure, like if you take the top cap off, the bottom doesn't turn itself away from it. Okay, second. So now what you can do is use these like a thumb screw and just twist them until it's like you feel like they're stuck. Because mostly what our computers and, you know, like gamers and everybody, you know, like they have them at home, they're not taking them anywhere, so there is not a lot of vibration that can, you know, like open it up or like just come loose or whatever. Let's install the Corsair. So like we did in our review, it comes already pre-paste. We're gonna use pre-paste because I want to see is there any issues with it, so I can give, you know, like you guys a little more information in the long run. So like you see, it's like a honeycomb in here. So what you usually do, like, because this is upside down now, so what you install is logos always, you know, like proper way. But now, see, I already found a problem for myself. This bracket is not for AMD. So now what I need to do is change this, take this off, and put the AMD bracket on. So you gotta be sure that, you know, like you're using proper parts. So let me see. Yeah, I put it the wrong way, of course. See, again, mistakes happen. You know, like nobody's perfect. So what you gotta do is just align it properly. See? Now it's up, and now it goes just on. Be sure that the paste is clean, that the processor is clean. So when what you do is just put them on these risers. It goes all the way down. It might smell a little because it needs to be like perfect. Okay, got it on. See, it sits perfectly there. You can always look, you know, like how it's like, is there any weird anomalies or something? But these risers are made specifically for this kit. So what's gonna happen is that if it's all the way down and you're twisting these all the way down, then it should be on perfect height. So the tolerances that companies, you know, like putting in their products are really, really good. So it should all be fine. But like I said, you know, like we always test our computers that we build. So we always, you know, like let them go through different tests, and we'll, like, if the customer gets our computer, it's gonna be in perfect condition. There will be no issues at all. So what you do is just, again, like you twist them. Don't twist them all the way, like, and like do all of them diagonally in the, so it's like all going snug, basically same time. So don't over tight one corner and then start doing the other corner, because it might be like a little crooked, and then you can damage the processor, or, you know, like the mounting here, or even motherboard, which, like you guys know, it's a lot of money. So I wouldn't suggest that. So We got them all hand tight, no need to over tighten them, no need to go crazy with it. So now it's all good. So always things coming with probably extra parts, so these two washers we don't need. So motherboard is like in this condition now, and now what we need to do is put it inside the case and then start building the other things around it. So let's put the motherboard aside for now, and let me open up the case. So like you guys saw from the case video, the glass just opens up, lifts up, you're done. We put it away, safe for everybody. Let me take the consumables off from here. This too. Let me take the other panel off too. So everything, you know, like remove as many things as possible so you have better access of it. My camera cut out, you guys didn't see this. So what happened, we installed the fan in here. So what we needed, you know, like what not needed, but what we left, you know, like we left it a little bit open, so it like I can move it when I need it. So now it's time to install the motherboard. So what I'm gonna do is put this side down, find the screws for the motherboard, and then we should be good. Motherboard is here. Let's put it in. So you gotta be sure that everything is okay. So when you lift it in, just be sure that nothing touches, so you don't slide it on inside the case, and see like that the back panel lines up properly. So if that all is done, all is good, holes line up, you feel it like it's all in, you can start putting the screws in, and that's it. Let me get my magnetic tip, because it's a little better with these tiny screws that you have like a small magnetic grip on it, so it doesn't fall off. And again, be sure that you're not retreading the answers. I call them answers on the screws. So because then you might have a loose bolt problem or screw problem, and that can, you know, like end up inside your computer randomly, which can make a lot of harm if it falls in a really wrong spot. Always double check yourself. Take your time. It's not a race. I know it's called PC Master Race, but I mean, like, it's never a race. You know, like, you do your best job when you're like most calm and everything works out for you. So let me lift it up. Oh, sorry, with the panel, and see, motherboard installed. That's how it looks on the back. In the front, doesn't look much at the moment, but you know, like, you're gonna fill it up, the whole thing, with every kind of, you know, like things. So I think this is it for today. Please subscribe, leave a comment what you're thinking the build, you know, like what you want to see us build, or what, like, if you have any questions, we are happily answering them. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, go check out our all the other Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, webpage. And if you want that we are building for you the computer, or you have any ideas, send us an email, call. We are happy to answer every kind of question. So have a nice day, and see you guys on the next video. So if you want to see how we build computers and kind of want to come a journey with us, keep watching. Oh, where is my screwdrivers? Screw you, drivers. Give me a second, let me turn the AC down because I'm sweating like a mother. Nope, still wrong. What in a... What in the hell? What the heck? Why it doesn't let me? Ah, okay. See, now it's up.